Welcome to the Miracles and Science Center for Continuous Personal and Professional Development. Today, Sunday, the first Sunday of the month of October. I come with this Sunday message because at the Miracles and Science Center for Continuous Personal and Professional Development, we aim at holistic living. We actually lead members, lead lives that are balanced. A balanced life is a purposeful life. So, in that line, we always aim to bring message that touches on how to live, on how to relate, on how to earn, and how to learn. Importantly, in the aspect of how to learn, we touch on the aspect of prayer. And we usually draw from the Christian scriptures, especially the Bible, every Sunday, to be able to fulfill the aspect of our spiritual selves so that we can be able to live a balanced life. And we usually package the Sunday message directly coming from the Sunday Summit of the Miracles and Science Center for Continuous Personal and Professional Development in form of a simple quotation, but which has a very powerful meaning. So for this Sunday, the message is that alone in prayer is enough company. What this message for this Sunday means is that you don't need to go into fellowships, you don't need to go with many other people to pray. Alone in prayer is enough company. I know when you read the Bible in the book of Matthew, specifically Matthew 18:20, we are advised that where 2 or 3 are gathered in my name, I'm in their midst. So what that refers to is to the disciples of Jesus, that they should be able to live cohesively and to be together in those times of prayer, because it was basically referring to the aspect of keeping the disciples together. However, we see that from a number of verses in the Bible, still they can be able to refer to Matthew chapter 6, verse 5. We find that Jesus actually tells us about not praying like hypocrites who stand in the streets and want to exhibit how they are praying for everybody to see. But actually we are advised that for you to pray, you go into your room, close the door, kneel and pray in solitary. When you do that, praying in isolation, God, your Father, will be able to hear what you have prayed, and you'll actually be able to receive what you have prayed for. But those who seek the company of others to be able to see them praying and exhibit that kind of prayer actually are said to have already received their reward. So what this one tells us is that praying alone is good company. Also, it is important to remember that not everybody needs to know what you are praying for. Sometimes you may be in the company of other people because you're in fellowship, because you are praying together, but not every person has good intentions for what you need. You find that actually, for example, you may be praying to have a child. You may be praying to have a happy marriage. You may be praying to have a good job. You may be praying to have healing of a certain disease. You may be praying for some, but the company you are keeping is the same company that is actually praying against your wishes. So that's why it is important not to always pray with people. I'm not saying that it's not good to fellowship. I'm saying that in some cases, in some situations, it is necessary for you to have lone prayer. And lone prayer is enough company. Sometimes, of course, we know, especially from the teachings of the Catholic Church, that the family that prays together stays together. Yes, it is good. But there are some of those situations where the husband needs to pray alone, where the wife needs to pray alone. There are some specific situations where individual prayer is necessary. So never take it that once you have prayed together with the entire family, that is enough. I'd like to remind you again to read Matthew 26:36 about where Jesus would pray in most cases alone. When you read that chapter, that verse, Matthew 26:36, Jesus prays alone. At the last hour, he moved on and told the disciples, remain here, let me go and pray. He went with Peter and the two sons of Zebedee. But also when he reached there, he told them that his spirit is willing, but the body is weak. And he went on further apart, far away from them, and prayed alone. So this may contradict some of your belief about prayer, some of your doctrine about prayer. But this Sunday message tells us that alone in prayer is enough company. The most important aspect is that in prayer, we connect, as I have said previously, between the spirit and the higher power. And therefore, that is sufficient enough for it to be actually adequate, and that is enough company. Company with a higher power is enough company. Therefore, in summary, alone in prayer is enough company. Never shy away to make a lone prayer. This has been the Sunday message for this first Sunday of October. Look forward to the second Sunday of October with another Sunday message. Thank you.